probably not going to be doing that with your normal bedtime routine. Hi everybody, my name is Doug, and today I'm going to be reviewing this mattress. This is the Lucid 12-inch Latex Hybrid mattress, like it says right there, by Lucid, which is a company you can order on Amazon. I did a review of this mattress a few months back in the 10-inch variety. If you haven't watched that one, I would suggest you go back and watch the 10-inch review first, then come back to this one, the 12-inch. It'll make more sense if you watch them in that order. So I did order this on Amazon. I had it shipped directly to my home. It came in a box, compressed. I unboxed it just like all other bed-in-a-boxes. Watch my unboxing video if you don't understand that. And one good thing is when I unboxed it, there was no odor at all. At the time I made my order, it was between $400 and $450, but prices can and do fluctuate, so be sure to check them out yourself. I'll put a link in the description box. It's only about $25 more than the 10-inch variety. And as far as what the differences are, there is an extra transitional layer in this version, and the coils are just a little taller. So obviously you put those two things together, it's a thicker mattress. It's 2 inches thicker than the 10-inch variety. Duh. So what are my overall impressions? I liked it a lot. To be very straightforward, this is the new king of Amazon budget mattresses. And by that I mean the mid-ranged budget mattresses on Amazon that you can get above $300, more than $500. Excuse me, what I meant to say is more than $300, less than $500. So for mattresses in that range, this is my new winner. Now, I've had other mattresses that are more comfortable, but those tend to be in the $800 to $1,000 range. So this is my new favorite under $500 mattress. And anytime I refer to prices, I'm talking about the queen size. I almost entirely just deal in queen size as far as my reviews, although they have this in all the regular common sizes as well, so that's not a problem. One of the things that I speculated in my 10-inch review video was that this would be a little better for side sleepers, and my speculation was correct. I said after sleeping on the 10-inch version for a week, my shoulder started to kind of sore. I felt like it didn't sink in quite enough. This solves that. I didn't have the shoulder soreness at all. So, I'm very pleased with this mattress. I'll go over a few more details and stay tuned to the end for my wrap-up. Okay, let's do our standard demonstration as it relates to bounciness and motion transfer. First, we'll check bounciness by using this bowling ball, which weighs between roughly 12 and 16 pounds. As I drop it from a variety of heights, you'll see it does have some bounciness. Compared to the 10-inch variety, I think it's just a little bit bouncier. Latex is a bouncy material, so by adding a wee bit of latex, I think you gain just a little more bounce. Let's try a real big one here and see what happens, just for fun. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, you're probably not going to be doing that with your normal bedtime routine. Let's break out the sledgehammer of discernment here and check motion transfer and sinkage. So you can also keep an eye on those books over there and see how much they're jiggling. I would say overall my thoughts aren't that much different than they were with the 10-inch variety. There's probably the same amount of motion transfer. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Kind of what you're going to get with most hybrids. Again, latex is a little bouncier. I personally like a mattress with a little bit of bounce. If you got an all memory foam mattress, you would have less motion transfer. You know, we could jump on the bed with a wine glass over there. You're not going to get that with this mattress, but that's cool with me. This is still my favorite type of mattress because I feel like when I have a mattress that's all memory foam and has zero motion transfer, I get that trapped sensation, and I don't care for it. Maybe I just haven't been able to get used to it. Edge support wise, If I sit on the edge here with my hind end all the way back, I'm not sinking down very much, maybe 2 inches. If I sit forward more aggressively, I am compressing the top couple layers all the way down. I can feel that further down layer, but I don't feel like I'm sliding out at all. If I sit right on the edge, there's a little bit of a leaning sensation, but not much. This is a great mattress for sitting on. So if you have some mild to moderate balance or mobility issues, and you just sit in the edge of the bed and tie your shoes, this will be a great choice. Time for some views of me laying on the mattress, starting with my side, obviously. So when I sleep on my side, as I had mentioned, my ability for my shoulder to sink into the mattress is definitely better here on the 12-inch than it was on the 10-inch. I am a combination side and back sleeper, so I usually start on my back but often end up on my side. So this is totally fine, no problems whatsoever. I'm a happy camper. And obviously your results are going to vary with your body composition, shape, and preference. Obviously I'm a full-size adult man, a 12-year-old girl might have a different experience. Your results may vary. When I lay on my back, this feels really good also, and I have no complaints. I have somewhat of a curvature in my back. I have a larger hind end, which sinks in just the right amount on this mattress. It's filling the entire space in the small of my back, so I'm sinking in, an inch to an inch and a half. It's just right. In my judgment, this is just my opinion, as it relates to firmness on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is the least firm and 10 is the most firm, this comes in at a 6.5 to 7. Now I believe I said the 10-inch variety was a 7.5 to an 8, and I wanted something just a hair less firm. This fits the bill perfectly. So again, this one is about a 6.5 to 7 on the firmness scale. Firmness doesn't tell the whole story. You need to have things like support in mind as well, but I think this is very supportive. I'll give you a side angle facing away from the bed real quick here. Probably can't hear me quite as well, but that's what it looks like, if that helps. Again, just the right amount of sinkage. It's filling my side area here while allowing my hind end to sink in the correct amount. So, not much pressure on the hips there. I personally don't sleep on my stomach, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate just in case that would be helpful for some of you. So that's what that looks like. So there we go. If you found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel and please click the thumbs up button. Here's my final thoughts on this mattress. Go buy it. It's a good mattress. Now obviously your personal preference is going to come into play. Just for reference, I weigh in the neighborhood of 200 pounds and I'm about 5'11". With that in mind, I prefer a hybrid mattress, something with both coils and either foam, latex, some sort of polyfoam comfort layer. This has that. It's going to be just a hair bouncier because it's latex instead of an all-memory foam. And of the Lucid hybrid mattress series, this would be the second most firm. The 10-inch, which I reviewed previously, is the most firm. So if this video does well, maybe I'll move over to the other two. There's 2 memory foam hybrid versions, 10-inch, 12-inch, which would be a little softer yet. With that in mind, who is this mattress good for? Who's it not good for? It's good for heavy people, so or moderately heavy people, or just average weight people. I think this would still support someone over 300 pounds pretty easily. Even a couple where, say, one person weighs 300 pounds and one weighs a little under 200, I think you'd be okay for at least 3 or 4 years. I'm speculating, because I tried it for 10 days, not 3 or 4 years. If it was a couple where you both weigh 300 pounds, probably need to look for something a little more durable yet. Completely average size, normal American sleeping couples, I think this would be a great choice. There's probably going to be some durability issues in the long run, and same thing I said about the 10-inch. If you're an established couple in your established home, I think a better idea is to invest a little more in a mattress. Go ahead and get that, $900 or $1,000 mattress like a Dream Cloud or something like that. That's probably going to last you 7 years. But if you just want to kind of cut your losses or have less risk, or maybe this is the best you can afford, get one of these now and realize you might have to replace it in 3 to 3.5 years. Latex, especially a more budget-friendly latex, does break down a little faster than some other materials. So I've read a few reports online that this mattress only lasts about 3 to 4 years. So as long as you're aware of that, go ahead and order this. Now, if you're buying like for a guest room or something like that, hey, this will last 10 years, no problem. So that would be a great choice. Or an interim situation where you're going off to college and you just need it for 3 or 4 years and you're taking the summers off, super. Or, you own a bed and breakfast and you're going to be using this mattress. I would love it if I went to a bed and breakfast and they had this mattress. You'll probably need to change it every 3 years or so, but, I wouldn't buy a $900 mattress if I had a bed and breakfast anyway. Who is this not going to be good for? There's only 2 categories I can think of. One would be extremely lightweight people, like under 100 pounds, might just kind of float on top of it and not sink in at all, and they might not like that. Again, depends on the person. Some children might love this. The other person who wouldn't like this is if you are insanely sensitive to motion transfer and you have a partner that flops around a lot. Because while it isn't horrible for motion transfer, it doesn't mitigate all motion transfer. It's kind of average as it relates to motion transfer. So, those are my thoughts. The Lucid 12-inch Latex Hybrid, I love it. Good mattress. I slept on it 10 nights. I could easily sleep 10, 20, 30 more. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I review mattresses, and I know there are some under $1,000 that are even better, I would think this is an amazing mattress. So maybe your standards aren't as high as mine. Go ahead and get this, and you'll think it's the greatest mattress ever, and you'll be perfectly happy. So the new king of the mid-priced budget mattresses on Amazon. I would appreciate it if you would use the link in my description box to get to Amazon, or I'll put one in the corner as well, because then I earn a little bit of a referral fee if you found my video to be helpful. And as I said before, please subscribe if you like videos like this. Hey everybody, my video's not done yet. Please click on some of these other places to watch other videos that I've made. I would really appreciate it. And click the round icon with my head. Subscribe to this channel. Catch you later.